What is going on, YouTube? It is Arrows Gaming here. We got a haircut, looking, looking very nice. Shaven. What is this nonsense? This nonsense is we have some Pokemon TCGO footage for you guys tonight. Was going to be playing a couple games, going over some stuff, but I think first we're going to show you guys what we're playing, because I know I've shown you guys gameplay footage before, but I don't think I've actually shown you what we're playing. So admittedly, I've been a little lax on buying product for the Pokemon trading card game, so my like card pool here isn't as big as it would be, as it normally is. So, what do we got? I guess first of all, for the purpose of this, I should probably turn the audio back on, eh? There we go. Okay, so let's just show you guys what we're playing first. So, this is our Charizard deck that we have going on right now. I really enjoy it. That a little bit there. I'm really enjoying playing this deck right now. I think it's really good. I think it has a ton of potential, because if you can get Charizards out quickly and you can get Leons in the discard pile, you can hit things for so much damage all the time. And it's such a cheap investment too, because you're only using 2 fire energies on Charizard. So let's just show you what we got going on here. Now, obviously, if I were to build this deck in real life, I'd have Dedennes in here. I just don't have Dedennes on PTCGO. And I don't 100% know if I'd use more than like maybe one, because there's a lot of stuff in here that I want to keep in hand if possible. There's certain things here that I don't want to discard with a Dedenne, which is also why we're not running which is why we're not running a lot of huge like mass discard cards. So our main goal here is the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line. So the Charizard is amazing. This Charizard is so good. Battle Sense, once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Discard the other cards. That is amazing. That you can use it for so many things. Good for cycling through decks. You can put fire energy in the discard pile if you have to, and you can get it back with your fire cards. It's really, really, really good. And then its attack is amazing. So Royal Blaze for 2 fire energy. Let's think about that. That's 1 welder. Royal Blaze does 100 damage, which you think is meh. But then this attack does 50 more damage for each Leon in your discard pile. That is so good. And just to come down here and show you what we got. Leon, during this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your active Pokemon before applying weakness resistance. This is a really good card in itself. If you already have 2 energies attached to the Charizard, and so you don't need to welder this turn, you play Leon. That's an additional 30 damage on top of the additional 50 damage that Royal Blaze is giving you. So you put 1 Leon in the discard pile, that's 180 damage. 180 damage with Royal Blaze. Really, really good. Because I don't have the Dedennes, I am running 2 Talonflame Vs. If you go first, you can use its first attack, Fast Flight, and you can discard your hand and draw 6 cards. If you get a really bad opening hand, Talonflame can kind of help you reset that hand by getting rid of the bad and giving you more cards. And its second attack is just your generic generic damage with a discard for 2 fire energies and a colorless energy. We're running an Eldegoss to recycle our supporters. Primarily, this is going to be used for clutch Leon plays. I'm only running 3 Leons because I don't have a 4th, because I am the worst. So what that means is I'm going to be capping out at 250 damage with my Charizards, which isn't the greatest. So being able to drop a Eldegoss, get one of those Leons back, play it, that's 280. Numbers make the difference. Numbers make the difference. Zacian V is really good for our openings. Once we get set up, we get us some more cards in hand. We're never going to hit metal energies here, so it's never going to be an issue of attaching to them. 3 Jirachis just to cycle through our stuff and get us going. 1 Double V. Double V is a really good late game attacker, especially if I'm down a lot. Like say my Eldegoss has been pulled up and knocked out, or more of my Talonflames have been knocked out. Double V comes in really clutch. It takes 30 less damage from attacks with Soft Wool. Revenge Blast does 120 plus 30 more damage for each prize card my opponent's taking. So my opponent's taking 3 prizes. That's 180. No, sorry, I can't add. That's 210. I can't add. Ignore me. Really good. And then we have Crobat here just to keep us going, getting us more cards. Again, if I were to build this in real life, I'd obviously have 4 Leons. I'd be running Dedennes over, at least 1 Dedenne over the Crobat and not the Crobat, over the Talonflame, and possibly another Crobat over the other Talonflame if I was building this in real life. So going down to our support system, we are running 2 Boss's Orders. I only have 2 here for some odd reason. I don't understand why. I don't remember why personally. I could have sworn I had more. Switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Clutch card, get those key knockouts with Charizard. I really like using this against Zacian to pull up those Zacians that they're waiting to make moves with and just knocking them out, because this deck one-shots Zacian with 1 Leon investment, assuming they're not metal energy, what's it called, the coating energy. 3 quick balls for the discard. Discarding a Leon for this is very clutch, very good plays. We have our Fire Crystal. Put 3 fire energies from your discard pile into your hand. Evolution Incense to search out our Charizards. Rare candies, obviously. Even though we are running 2 Charmeleon, we don't want to have to go the Charmeleon route. We want to be able to go Charmander, Candy, Charizard. 3 scoop up nets. Get Jirachi out of the active spot. Maybe replace it with another Jirachi. Keep those plays going. 3 switch, again, get Jirachi out of the active spot. People will use their own Boss's Orders to bring up Double or Zacian because they have 2 retreat costs to try to set up on you. We have the 3 switches to get us out of that predicament. 3 Giant Hearth. Obviously, if you're playing Fire, you're playing Giant Hearth. You're not a fool. 4 Welder, same thing. If you're playing Fire, you're playing Welder. You're not a fool. Attach 2 fire energies from your hand to one of your Pokemon. That is the key part there. We can attach that to our double and get it out there for some quick attacks. Then if you draw 3 cards. With that and a single attachment, we can get double active and attacking right away if we need to. Or if we can get a quick knockout with Talonflame, we can go Welder, attach to the Talonflame, attach return, swing, do some damage. And then we're running 1 air balloon, obviously same theory as the switch, attached to either the double or the Zacian, get them out of the active spot and keep going on with our Charmanders, Charmeleons, and of course the big boy Charizard. I have knocked somebody out with this deck with a Charmander. Amazing. And then of course we got 8 fire energies, they're foil, and 2 regular fire energies because I don't actually have 10 foil fire energies. Yeah, that's what we're playing with. That's what we're running with. We're gonna climb and do a couple of versus matches, see what we can do. Obviously, I'm not gonna clip this footage if we don't win. So what you're getting is raw live footage that is happening right now. We're gonna play some Charizard. I'm really excited. Let's do this. Assuming we can find opponents. I might cut this part out. Alrighty. So first up, it looks like we're playing against a dark deck, which means we're probably playing against Eternatus. Now, ironically, this is not my optimal match. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have the Leons to knock out the Eternatus VMAXs. Okay. Not the great start we wanted. We're not going to bench double just yet because we don't want to get stuck with him in the active spot. Okay, that's actually helpful. Him starting off with the Crobat V is actually kind of helpful. Unfortunately, us not getting into a welder was slightly less helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this. We'll play the double. Discard this Leon. Get 2 fire. Can't welder. But what we could do, and that'd probably be a bad play. You know what? We're going to try it. I'm gonna try and get a second stellar. Wow. Okay, so Jirachi is not gonna show us any love this game. It is what it is. I wish we could have gotten more out of that turn, but it is what it is. As long as he can't completely set up on us, we should be okay. That Jirachi not getting us any quick balls was kind of hurtful. See, and this is where we also run into a bit of an issue. The Galarian Zigzagoon makes it really easy for him to get knockouts on pretty much whatever we have. So getting a Charizard out of this hand would have been... Getting a Charmander out here would have been so clutch right now. But it does not look like it's going to happen. So we're going to have to sit and really think about what we want to do off of this turn. Because I don't want to have to go in with double. I do not want to have to attack with double. This is not the optimal start we wanted, guys. That did not help us in the slightest. Okay, that actually helped a little bit. If we can get a knockout on this Crobat, that's not good. That is definitely not good. Okay. 30 times. That's 30, 60, 90, 20, 150, 180, 210. That is a big old knock. This is gonna suck. Yeah, we're not sitting in the best position here, guys. Not in the best position in the slightest, but not over till it's over. Oof. Okay. This could actually end up working out. Oh, I didn't play the... Whoops. I'm a bad player. Yep. I didn't play the freaking Jirachi again. Yeah, okay, so this game's over. We've lost. Yeah, because we're bad, we did not play the Jirachi. Although I do have a Switch. I could theoretically get something going on here. Need to get that dark. None of this is helpful. No point in playing that boss's orders. Okay, so this is the issue we're having. We need to get this Dark City off the field. If we can get this Dark City off the field, we can work around these two Eternatus. I'm going to lose Jirachi here, unless he bosses orders and takes one of my Charmander. Which would be the worst. Actually be terrible. Okay, that's okay. I can work with that. Okay. Okay. If we can keep this Crobat from running away, we can attach an energy to... Never mind. Honestly, that one crushing hammer that hit heads really messed us up here. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, because if that crushing hammer hadn't hit heads, I would have been able to get off another attack with a Charizard way earlier. So it is the way it goes. This is probably the hardest matchup. Even if I was playing with the full, even if I was playing with like the full 4 Leons, this would be the hardest matchup because I just don't have the power. And then we lose to this Eternatus. Yeah. It is what it is. There was a lot working with us to start with. Like, I honestly don't believe that Charizard has a good matchup against Eternatus. Like I said, we can't hit it for enough damage to kill it. Almost everything else in the format we can hit for big damage. Like Pikarom with 3 Leons, we can one-shot it. Everything. So Zacian, we're automatically like stupidly strong against because we have fire typing. So I think Eternatus is probably our worst matchup. So hopefully we'll find an opponent quickly. All right, so this one looks like it'll be a better matchup for us because they are playing Metal. Losing the coin flip isn't the worst with this build because we are playing the Talonflame, which we did open with. That's a cool picture. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. These Jirachis are actually the worst. Like, these Jirachis are literally the worst thing ever. The good news is, though, if he decides to retreat this Scizor, we can bring it up. We don't need the Welder to attach energy to the Talonflame for the knockout. So we can promote it with the boss's orders, or I could even attempt... Never mind. He's going to go for the 30 damage, but it's not going to do anything. Unless he G-maxes. But 4 cards in hand. G-maxing seems a little... That's still a knockout. This thing can't knock me out. Yeah, we're going to make our play here still. We're going to try and get a little. Get ourselves that up properly. Patch for the turn. Is he gonna attack me? Yeah. Interesting. It's a very interesting play on his part. Wow, I had 2 Charmanders in the prizes. What is this nonsense? Okay, so it's only 1 in the discard. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna discard that. I was kind of hoping we could have gotten another Leon, because if I could have played that Leon, that would have been the 30. I give this person all the credit in the world for playing this through. But alas, this is the game. All the credit in the world for playing that through. Like, all the credit in the world, for sure. Kudos to them. Kudos to them. Alright, so we're 1-1. We'll play one more game, and then we will... We'll play one more game, and then we will, yeah, give our thoughts. Give our thoughts on this deck as a whole. So hopefully we'll find an opponent. Hopefully it won't take us too long. It hasn't been that long for the first two, so look at that, right away. Ooh, it looks like we're playing an electric deck of some sort. Of course I did. I always lose a coin flip. Ooh, but I'm going first. Okay. No, we're not playing it. So he's playing a form of electric deck. So he's either playing... That doesn't tell me anything. Although he's playing Viridian Forest, that means even if we lose our... That means even if we lose our... Even if we lose the... What's the word I'm looking for? Even if we lose our giant hearths, we are still in phenomenal shape because we are still getting... We're still getting our energies. Okay, so ideally I want to be able to get a Leon in the discard pile somehow. Think about running Hapu in this deck. Oh, he's playing Trainer Lock. Okay. Not helpful. Wow. Okay, the issue here now becomes, although I guess I could still theoretically get my stuff. in the discard pile if I have to. He needs 2 energies to retreat though, so I'm not... That has 210. That has 260. Man, this game hates me tonight. Like, seriously. I don't know what I was supposed to do with any of that nonsense. I mean, we're not in the worst position here. If I can somehow get 2 Leons in the discard pile this turn, I can start putting a hurt on something. So. Ideally, what he'll do here... Thank you. I don't need to welder here. I feel like my other Leons are prized. There we go. Okay. That's 200 damage to discard pile right now. At most, he can do 200 to me. He doesn't have the extra energy, so that's fine. It's not fine, it's not optimal, but it is what it is. 5 cards. Oh boy. Okay, so I can do 200 right now. Nope. Okay. So we lose. Okay, so we're bad players. That's what we're taking out of this. I need to pay way more attention to what I have for cards. Although theoretically, if he takes the Jirachi here, we could still technically win this. If the Jirachi wakes up here, we could still technically win this. I have this energy here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Shoot. I really needed that Leon. Ah. Okay. That's fine. Damn it. Yeah. Annoying. We went digging for the Leon that we were not gonna get. It is what it is. It is what it is. That is upsetting. Upsetting. But it is what it is. Yeah, we lose. I was too focused on digging. Too focused on digging for the third Leon. And this is why we need 4. This is why we need 4. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I really like the deck. Obviously, being a stage 2 deck, it needs a lot of comboing. So it is, you are going to run into games where stuff is prized that you need. Like one game I had 2 Charmanders prized. Like what was that? But it is what it is. It is how it goes. Can't do it like that. I have to go in here. Like, so what I would change off the bat is obviously we need to get a 4th Leon in here. And I need more reliable ways of discarding cards and getting cards to my hand. So I guess what I would do maybe is maybe drop one of the Jirachis and one of the Evolution Incense for, or no, that'd be stupid. Drop one of the Jirachis for a Pokegear, because then that could get me into my Leons that I could discard. Maybe drop the Charmeleon down to 1 and put in something else. And then, like I said, obviously, if I was building this deck in real life, I just don't have them on PTCGO. I would be running like Talon. I'd be running the Dedenne GX over Talonflame. So, just cards to keep going. Maybe if I wanted to be really trolly, I could run like a 1/1 Salazzle, discard fire energies, draw cards, fire crystal those energies back to my deck, get Leons like that. But then it just comes down to being able to discard, right? Then, like I said, you can discard off of Giant Hearth and not find anything. So there are different strategies. Because in that last game, we got really unlucky that the 3rd Leon was prized. So, like, the main thing we want to work on for this deck going forward is I need a 4th Leon. That is the big thing right now. Getting a 4th Leon, I would probably, for a 4th Leon, I'd probably drop maybe one of the Hearths. Maybe, probably not. Maybe a Jirachi for a 4th Leon. That would probably be the main thing that I would change right now. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we love playing this deck. We're gonna be streaming tomorrow night, live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be playing more Charizard action. We might play some Pikachu Zekrom. I am working on a list for that. I just don't have any Boltons for it yet, and Boltons are kind of needed for that deck. But as always, like this video and subscribe, and don't forget to ding the notification button so that you can be alerted to whenever we post any Pokemon related content. This month on YouTube and Twitch, we are celebrating my birth month, the month of March, with what I'm calling the Mons of March. A lot of Digimon content, a lot of Pokemon content coming your way, leading up to a 12-hour stream on my birthday, March 30th, at Twitch TV/Arrows Gaming. Thank you all for coming out and watching, and I hope to see you guys when I see you.